Well, hello and welcome to Indie Thursday. This is a small little series that Arie and I are going to do where we look at one indie game per week. So this week's game is Skyrogue, which is a small little flight simulator kind of aerial.
It's nowhere near
game.
a flight simulator.
It describes itself as a flight simulator, Arie. And it is a game by...
Okay, it can just...
Come on. Let me tell the audience who the game's by.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
It is a game by Nihilocrat. I'm thinking I'm pronouncing that right, but to be honest, I've got no idea. It was released December of last year, but I think it's still in an alpha kind of state, because there's still a lot of updates going on to it. And it's made in the Unity engine. Now, Arie, what were you busting to say before about this game?
I really don't think it's a simulator in the sense that most simulators are meant to be realistic. But it does handle a lot like a real plane, I could say that.
From your extensive
From my extensive playtesting that I've had of half an hour.
No, Arie, come on, we research our games well for this.
But I really like this game because it reminds me a lot of the old Ace Combat series.
He was a fighter pilot they called Solo Wing Pixie. This man was his buddy.
Just look at the view. There's not much difference between those countries from up here.
I played that back on the PS2 back in the day, and this is very
I
reminiscent
never
of
really
that.
played flying games as a kid. I mean,
I really love them.
I got into Hawks quite a lot.
Hang on. En route to your position now, Ghost Leader. Just keep it lit. Copy that. Tally target 12 o'clock. Rifle 1, Rifle 1. You nailed it! Nice work!
But that was about it, and that was the super easy. That's why I liked it. The closest thing I've got to flight simulator experience is extensive flying in the space missions in Star Wars Battlefront. I played a lot of them, and they were not very realistic. I'll immediately say that. No, but I really liked this game too. Can I say what I really digged about this game? The art style.
What did you dig?
I really like it.
Everything kind of reminds me of what's that Pokemon? Porygon Porygon I think it was called, but spelled with an R.
You know what it kind of reminded me of in a weird way? Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
I can see how it would do that.
It's got kind of solid colors everywhere and lots of blue. Lots of blue. And that's not a bad thing, because Wind Waker, one of the best looking games of all time. So I definitely think that the art style is...
You can say whatever you like.
Oh, Arie, we're not having this argument. It is a gorgeous game. And so is this game. So that's definitely one thing it's got going for it. What about the controls, Arie? What did you think about the controls?
If you're going to play it with a mouse and keyboard, don't bother. Because it is orgasmic with a controller. It's just one of those games, yeah? So you try to play it with a mouse and keyboard, and those computer peripherals just don't do it for me. But if you've got an Xbox controller, or if you've got one of those hacked PS2 controllers or third-party controllers where you can plug it into your computer, then you are set to go. Even a gamepad would be better than a keyboard.
Can I just say, I disagree. I use the Xbox controller as well as you, and I find the controls really, really difficult and kind of almost unresponsive in a way. But I don't know if that's just because I'm not as experienced at flying games, but I struggled with the controls. It was more the camera controls, so locking on and then following the lock on. I think they're probably standard in flying games, but they didn't
standard.
They didn't work for me. I don't know, but as well as the controls being an issue, I think the game's just really hard. Obviously,
it is very challenging, but it's a good kind of challenging. It makes you want to get better. It's one of those games
I got really frustrated quickly. But go on.
Okay, well, I think it's one of those games where you play it and then you lose and you go, well, I lost, but I know what I could have done better. And it's fun, right? So you just want to play again. So you try to improve yourself. Which
I
is
can't
what I'm trying to do.
improve. That's probably saying more about me than it is the game, but
Yeah, it is.
just like I die and I'm like, I see no way of avoiding these missiles, and I don't know. I just got very frustrated very quickly. I mean, it's clearly a very good game, and what I like about it is that it doesn't put too much of a focus on realism. I mean, it knows what it is.
It is very arcadey.
So I mean, when you get shot, little chunks fly off your ship. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
And you can kind of, when you blow things up, they blow up very satisfyingly. What do you think about the sound in this game?
Sound?
The music is catchy, I feel.
I could say
repetitive.
sound design. It works very well with the game. I mean, you see hexagons, you see polygons. Well, the land is made of hexagons. Your plane's made of polygons. So you'd expect some kind of chiptune music.
The music I feel very good, but just the sound effects. The sound effects to me. It needs work.
But hey, I mean,
it is an alpha game,
it's got room for improvement.
Yes, that's very much the story of this game, I feel. But no, the sound effects, as I
Oof,
was
that
trying
was
to say
close.
before you interrupted me, Arie. The sound effects, I feel, are just a little too airy, you know? Nothing sounds satisfying. Like when you explode things, you want a really meaty, beefy explosion, and instead you get... pfft. And the lock-on noise when an enemy locks on you is the most annoying little thing I've ever heard. Definitely, in terms of sound design, they've done a great job on the soundtrack. It could use a few more songs instead of just this one repetitive, I think maybe 30-second long thing. But it fits. But the sound effects need work.
You're right though about the graphic. Not the graphics. The sound effects. I just got shot down and it sounded like gas escaping from a canister.
Exactly.
Which isn't exactly the sound like you want to hear in an explosion. I mean, of course, this game isn't going for realism, as you can tell.
But the sound effects
But I
just
think
could use work.
There should be some reward for shooting something down, even if it's just a vanity reward.
Also, there are a lot of varied weapons in this game, I've noticed. But then they all
I
seem to have...
haven't tried the loadout yet.
They all seem to have one purpose. Like the machine gun.
That's
the machine
pretty
gun
standard.
is for when you're behind someone. The missile is from when you're chasing someone, and then the other missile is for when you're trying to destroy land targets. Oh, if you land on carriers, just a little interjection, you can actually customize your ship. Though I can't find out how to do that. Oh, you can buy stuff. That's cool.
Oh, I haven't
sorry.
tried the loadouts yet.
Yeah, land on a carrier, you get to do a whole lot of stuff. Okay, you know, that's actually changed a bit of what I was about to say. Yeah, I really did like this game. I think for a small indie game, for the fantastic price of whatever you want, you can give this developer whatever kind of money you feel it's worth. And it's worth money, I would say that. You do get a fair amount of content. I've only seen the first level because I'm terrible at this game and I can't get past it.
Yeah, I keep dying as well.
But there are multiple levels, and I've just seen there is a lot of ship customization, and there's a lot of choices from ships, so... You know, I'm going to give this game a 4 out of 5. That's my score.
4 out of 5, nice.
What about you, Arie?
Of course, we've got nothing to compare it to, but...
No, but for the first game we're reviewing, not bad.
Ooh, that was cool. Hang on. Okay, I discovered the light interceptors that you can play as have very accurate and potent missiles you can fire, and it's very satisfying when you take down an enemy ship.
Well, there you go. So your review of it, Arie?
My review, I think it serves its purpose very well as an arcade shooter dogfight kind of game. Shame there's no multiplayer yet.
Are they working on that? Let me have a quick look at their website, see if they're... Also, this is alpha version 13, so it is an alpha. So that was good. I can't see anything about multiplayer. I think they are just focusing on having it as. And also, sorry, the description line: a simple, accessible yet difficult, fwushy, feel-good flight sim. Feel good.
Well,
I think yeah.
Fushy.
Fwushy and
Fushy.
feel good are very good descriptors for this game.
Okay.
There you go. So Arie, your score. Come on, let's get to
Okay, as I was saying, it serves its purpose very well as a arcade dogfighting simulator. Shame there's no multiplayer yet, but I'm sure we'll see that in the future.
I would love to dogfight with
sound
you in this
effects could do with a little bit of polishing, but they are enough as it is right now. And I'm sure the developer has enough on his hands. So I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5.
Oh wow, you liked it.
Yeah, I really... Well, that's just because... That's my personal bias, but if you're into
Alright, that's
dogfighting
what
games or
reviews are.
flying games... If you're into dogfighting or flying games, you will love this. I'm not
And
joking.
look, it's pay what you want, starting at $0. So if you're not sure, I would definitely recommend checking it out first. And then if you like it, give the guy money. He deserves it. He's put a lot
Yeah,
of hard work into this.
I think I might go donate some money after this.
I might do the same. So, thank you very much for watching. Tune in next Thursday for the next game, which we haven't decided yet. But if you've got games that you want us to do, send them in.